Hi beautiful people, namaste, and welcome back to the Yogi Blair YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to talk about an Ayurvedic routine. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, I'm going to say hello, hi, how are you? My name is Vanessa Blair Ferris. I'm a certified registered yoga instructor with a passion for sharing yoga and wellness with anybody that needs it, especially those that are healing from trauma. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, stick around, watch today's video, subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to see more about what I do as a yoga instructor, you can follow me on Instagram at yogi.blair, TikTok at yogi.blair, Facebook Vanessa Blair Ferris, and my email is always linked below. Feel free to email me any questions or any suggestions for future videos. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into today's video. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this whole thing. So I have recently started doing an Ayurvedic routine. I have had interest in this for a very long time, since I worked for Ayurveda. I worked in an Ayurveda salon for a few years, and they had started my journey to Ayurveda and learning more about Ayurveda, because they have a lot of, first of all, Ayurveda is derived from Ayurveda, and a lot of their products, especially for skincare, incorporate that Ayurvedic routine. So I've had a lot of interest in it. When I started becoming a yoga instructor through teacher training, we also learned about Ayurveda and the doshas and what they mean. And it just fascinated me, but I was always super intimidated to start my own routine because it's very strict. It's very early in the morning, and a lot of these things just did not seem feasible to me. But I just finally decided, I got a dry brush in my Goddess Provisions subscription box, and I'm like, you know what? I have all the stuff to do it. Let's just do it. So I'm gonna take you through my first week strictly doing Ayurveda, and you're gonna see the clips from different days of the week. But let's talk a little bit more about what Ayurveda is, because I'm not sure that I touched on this throughout the week, exactly what the doshas are or any of this stuff. So if you're not familiar with Ayurvedic medicine, it's a very ancient principle used in the Vedic times, and it was basically believed, and still is to this day, that any sort of illness or anything is an imbalance in the body. And obviously we've come a long way with medicine and treatments, and it's not to say that anybody that has any sort of ailment or condition is just imbalanced and needs to do Ayurveda and they'll be fine. We know that's not necessarily always the case. However, when we've got small things that bother us, like maybe a little bit of indigestion here and there, maybe some allergies that act up at only certain times, or things like that, sometimes an Ayurvedic routine can actually be pretty beneficial. And it is believed that if you follow an Ayurvedic routine, you are less likely to become ill later on down the road. So basically, making this quick and as simple as I possibly can, there are 3 different doshas or energies within all of us. There is Kapha energy, Pitta energy, and Vata energy. And these are called the doshas. And everybody has a dosha that is more prominent and others that are not as prominent. And you can kind of tell based on people's structure, based on how they're built or their preferences, you can kind of tell which one is higher or lower. And I will do my best to remember to link below the dosha quiz that I gave all of my Yogi Blair members to try this out at home. And once you learn which one is more prominent, which ones are underactive, you can then tweak your own Ayurvedic routine in order to balance those doshas. The idea is to get all of them equally balanced so that none are more prominent and none are less prominent. And the idea is to be more sattvic or balanced. So what you do based on your different dosha is you wake up at a certain time. For my dosha, I'm right in the middle between Vata and Pitta. It's 50-50, and then Kapha is just a little bit under. So the time for me to wake up would be between 5:30 and 6 a.m. And I will explain later on in the video in my past recordings why that does not work for me. So I sort of tweaked this to work with my schedule. You obviously can't tweak your entire work schedule or your entire life or your husband's work schedule or your wife's work schedule or your partner's work schedule around your Ayurvedic routine. So sometimes you just have to make things work for you. And so I tweaked mine. I wake up at 8 a.m. I go to bed at 1 a.m. so I get 7 hours of sleep. So that's what works for me. And I follow the routine. So let's just get into the video. I'll take you through my first week practicing Ayurveda, and we'll wrap things up with my final thoughts at the end.
Good morning. It is Monday, July 27th, and this is my first week strictly following an Ayurvedic routine with a few tweaks. I cannot wake up at 6 a.m. and according to my dosha, I'm supposed to wake up at 5:30, 6 a.m. It's not going to happen because I don't go to bed until 1:30 because my husband doesn't get home until 11 midnight when he works 8 hours. So I'm waking up at 8 a.m. It's 8 o'clock sharp. And the first thing that you're supposed to do in Ayurveda is before you leave your bed, you are supposed to cleanse your aura. You can do this by aura combing, using your hands, kind of similar to Reiki or anything else, just sort of visualizing, cleansing the energy so that you wake up with a fresh start. From there, you can say a prayer or set an intention, which I kind of do the same thing every morning. And then when we're ready to get out of bed, another thing that you can do is take your right hand down to the ground, visualize pulling in some energy from Mother Earth. And I like to just set an intention to take care of the earth, to recycle, to compost, to do whatever I can to take care of my planet. From here, I usually make my way to the bathroom because it's morning and I gotta pee. And after I do that, I'm gonna come back to the bathroom in a little bit and like brush my teeth, wash my face. But the first thing I do is get some cool water, splash my face, get my eyes kind of cleaned out, get rid of the eye boogers, rinse my mouth out with cool water. And then in Ayurveda, you are supposed to blink 7 times, look in both directions 7 times or so, and then up and down a few times, circles one way, circles another. And this just helps to, exercise your eyes and kind of get them waking up and moving. And it just helps to keep your eyes healthy. Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 28th, and I just woke up and rinsed my face and my eyes. And I'm opening my blinds now to let the sun in. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the next part of the routine. You want breakfast? You want breakfast? From here, I always sit on my couch and drink my lemon water, maybe look over my planner, maybe read a magazine, and I take my herbal supplements every morning. And from here, I will go back into the bathroom and get dressed and start to get ready for the day. Okay, sorry guys. I keep forgetting that I need to flip my camera this way for YouTube. Normally when I'm filming on my phone and with the front-facing camera, it's for Facebook Live and it has to be the other way. So after I drink my lemon water, in Ayurvedic medicine, it's a very, very specific routine. I even printed out my own little tweaked version. So after I drink my warm lemon water, which is really great to wake up your digestive system. It's great to get hydrated first thing in the morning. And it also really does kind of energize you. I didn't realize how much it really made me feel awake when I did it. And it also kind of like gets the digestion moving, almost as much as coffee does, to be honest with you, if you know what I'm saying. Which the next thing in traditional Ayurveda, they're very specific about like pooping right in the morning like that, which I'm not gonna get into. You guys don't need to know that. But from there, I like to go get dressed for the day. In Ayurveda, there's a whole routine with your, you should shower, you should do the lymphatic massage, dry brushing and all of that. And then, ooh, sorry, this is why I don't hold my phone this way. And then do your yoga practice and exercise and all that. And I cannot exercise after showering. And I teach so many yoga classes throughout the day and do so much activity that I have to shower at night. I just have to. So for me, after I drink my water and I take my herbal supplements, I'll pour a cup of coffee or two after that. I don't mind having a little bit. I'm trying to be more healthy with what I put in it, as far as like almond milk alternatives to creamer and stuff. And I try not to drink more than 2 cups of coffee a day. But sometimes I do a little more. Sometimes I only have 1 cup of coffee. Sometimes I don't drink any. I'm not really dependent on it. It's just, I like it. I like the taste. So after I pour my cup of coffee, I'll get changed into my yoga clothes. And then from there, where Ayurveda would say, do your shower and everything, that's when I go do my yoga for the morning. I usually teach a Zoom class or I take a class. I do my pranayama, which for me is Nadi Shodhana. And there are different ones for each different dosha. And then I'll do some meditation and I'll come back downstairs and I'll finish a bit of my morning routine after I've had my coffee, which I'll show you now. So at this point in my day, it's around 9:30 to 10:30 in the morning. If I were waking up and doing a more traditional Ayurvedic routine, which I might be doing in the future if I switch to, waking up earlier with my husband, maybe going to first shift in a few years, then I might tweak this a little bit and do it in a more traditional sense. But after I drink my coffee, finish doing my yoga classes, that's when I like to brush my teeth. I don't like brushing my teeth before coffee. To me, it's gross. So I did get a tongue scraper off of Amazon. This is a copper one, and I will scrape my tongue. Essentially what you do is stick your tongue out and you scrape 7 to 14 times each and every way. And it is a little bit gross, but my mouth does feel really clean. I brush my teeth, I floss regularly, and I also do oil pulling with coconut oil. So after or maybe before, it depends on how I'm feeling, I'll put coconut oil in my mouth, let it sit there as long as I can, kind of start to brush my teeth with it. It is great for whitening your teeth too. I'll brush my teeth, use my mouthwash, and then the next step in an Ayurvedic routine is to chew a handful of sesame seeds to help strengthen the teeth and the gums, which sometimes I remember to do, sometimes I don't. And then typically from here, what I do, it says to use a neti pot or at least oil your nose with sesame oil. Now, again, I switched to coconut oil. I tried using sesame oil, which is the more traditional version, but it was just too much for me. Sesame oil is really strong to me and it kind of is a little too much. So I like the coconut oil. So after you use your neti pot, clean out your nose, oil everything. Then for me, you could do breakfast because I've already done my exercising, my pranayama, my meditation. If you're a morning showerer, you can do that. I'm gonna go over that maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more with the dry brushing and everything else. I will say that between the hours of 10 and 2 p.m. are the most productive times of the day. So I'll probably hop on here tomorrow. That's when I film my YouTube videos. That's when I work on my podcast. That's when I do lesson plans for classes or do anything big throughout the day. That's when I go grocery shopping because I have that energy. So we're gonna talk more about things to get done at this time tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. I'm gonna talk more about all this stuff then. So I'm gonna continue on taking you guys through my Ayurveda routine. All right, everyone. So it is Wednesday evening and I just wanted to
hop on real quick and kind of go over more with Ayurveda. Between the hours of 10 and 2 are the most productive times of the day. So like I said yesterday, this is when I go to the grocery store. This is when I go over emails. This is when I try to book clients. This is when if I need to get ready for my YouTube videos, putting on my makeup, doing my hair, filming my YouTube videos, all of this goes within this time. And then I typically have to teach more classes in the evening. And then I come home, give the dog her final walk, and then I go into the self-care ritual for the evening for Ayurveda. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to insert here the dry brushing routine that I did for Yogi Blair members, just so I don't have to do it twice. I'm gonna put that in here and we'll wrap things up either tomorrow or Friday. Hi, beautiful people. This is a pre-recorded one. We are finally talking about the dry brushing and lymphatic massage routines that go with Ayurvedic medicine. So this is what I've been excited to do this whole entire time. Now, typically in our routine, you guys know the whole spiel by now with everything that we've done. Traditionally with Ayurveda, you are supposed to shower, do your lymphatic massage, help your system to get going, get dressed, and then they do exercise and yoga for some reason, which to me, I know I've said it 1,000 times, I just can't do it. I teach so much, I run around so much, I just walked my dog, it's like 90 degrees outside, I'm sweating. There's no way that I could go to sleep like this. So I shower at night. Of course, if you're a morning shower person, if you want to shower first thing in the morning after, doing your tongue scraping and everything else, you're more than welcome to. For me, it just doesn't work. I'm a pretty sweaty person and I just feel better getting clean after all the exercise is done. So before I hop in the shower, I do my lymphatic massage with my dry brush. This is a dry brush. I got this one. I was so excited. I got this in my Goddess Provisions monthly subscription box for the month of July. And it's got a nice little handle on it. It's got a little engraving on the back. It's cute. They're pretty abrasive. Dry brushes can be pretty abrasive. So these are not meant for the face. I know Ayurveda actually has their own skincare line that they modeled after an Ayurvedic routine, and they made dry brushes for the face that are more gentle, but you don't want to use this on your face. It's way too harsh. And I have super sensitive skin, and this will turn my skin red, you'll see, but it's not bothersome. It goes away after my shower, and it just kind of, to me, feels like it's working. Not only is this going to help move things towards your lymph nodes to help your body flush everything through, but they're also very exfoliating because they are a little more abrasive. So it's great for the body to get rid of dead skin cells, especially if you're not somebody that uses a loofah or anything like that in the shower or regularly exfoliates. This is a great thing to use. It also is said, and I don't know how true it is, but it is said that the action of brushing this on your skin, if you have cellulite or any other concern areas, it's supposed to help. To me, that's not why I do this. And I mean, I don't know if it necessarily works. I haven't really seen an improvement on myself, but I try not to judge myself too harshly for those things. But it's possible that it could help improve the look of your skin, give you a more glowy look, make your skin softer. So let's just get right to it. Let's just do it. So the woman I watched a tutorial video that Goddess Provisions showed me. She started, now if you're doing this alone, you can do this naked, but obviously for many reasons, we're not gonna do that here. Your lymph nodes are in your armpit, and one of the places to start would be right here, kind of where your armpit and your chest meet, and place your dry brush there. And you're going to move clockwise and anti-clockwise, about 7 each side. I can't talk and count at the same time. So that's roughly 7, and then we're gonna go the other way. Start by using very light pressure. I barely used any pressure when I first started this. And you can see it makes my skin red, but it's nice. I like it. I mean, it sounds like it's painful, but it's really not that bad. The next thing that we're gonna do is start from the heart and move towards that lymph node. So everything that we're doing, we're working towards that area to help flush the body. 5, maybe 6, 7 strokes. Voila. I also like to get the top of my shoulder just because this is an area that always looks really nice when it's freshly exfoliated. Looks nice and glowy. So I go ahead and do that. I know it looks super red. It's not, well, it is kind of that red in person. It's fine, honestly. And then right at the base of your armpit, again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can also go from the sternum up towards that same area. And it's, you know, again, a lot easier to do when you're not worried about exposing yourself on the internet, but you know. And I'm actually gonna move this down because we're going to work towards the ribs, and I'm gonna show you how to use this for the legs and the feet as well. So after you work towards here and go up towards, again, that lymph node, we can also go towards the side and scrape up. We're moving towards that lymph node, 5, 6, 7. And then I also like to do the back. I'll take this to my neck and I'll just, again, move towards 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll take the brush and kind of just work it around my back. It's obviously, if you have open shoulders, you can do this pretty easily. It's not that difficult for me to get my back with this. You can also get a dry brush with a handle so that it's easier for you to get your back. And you can get your lower back and just kind of, again, move up towards that lymph node. And I'm just gonna get the other side while I'm there. And do the same for the other side. And I'm just gonna work over on this side, going up towards that lymph node and underneath. And then same on this side. We're gonna start right here where that node is, clockwise, 6, 7, and anti-clockwise. I like to get the shoulder and underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did everything else. So to do your arms, again, we're gonna brush towards the armpit. So it doesn't really matter where you start, I don't think. I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same with the forearm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can do your hand if your hands need exfoliated. Just kind of, and your elbows too. If you get dry elbows. And the other side. 7. 7. Do the hands. And the elbows. And we did the back. The abdominal area is another good space, just kind of working in circles clockwise and anti-clockwise. That can also help with digestion. So if you're somebody like me that can sometimes struggle with your digestive system feeling a little bit sluggish or icky, this is a great little thing to do just to kind of get things going or whatever. And I like to kind of work towards the side again. Get into the hip area. Blah, 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 blah. And then for the legs, I'm wearing obviously my bike shorts. Let's see if I can bring that down. Oh, perfect. So You can use it. This is a great tool for anybody that shaves their bikini line or waxes. This is a great exfoliating tool to do before you're gonna do that, just to help prevent ingrown hairs. Your lymph node in your legs is in that same like armpit area of your leg where your hip and your pelvis meet. So what you would do there is, again, that clockwise and anti-clockwise motion right into that socket there, kind of. And then you're gonna wanna just, 7 strokes up towards that area, all around the leg, the knee. Do the same thing with the bottom of the leg. You can do your feet. I already said the knees. And again, if you're somebody that feels like you want to try to get rid of cellulite or anything, I'm not saying that that's something that you need to do, but if it's something you want to try, you can use this on the glutes, on the booty, to exfoliate, get it looking, nice and whatever you want to do. You guys know. So that is dry brushing. From here, I do that on dry skin. Obviously, I've been wearing sunscreen all day, but I don't put anything on before I do that. I'm gonna get my oil to remove my makeup, and I'm gonna hop in the shower. And I like to use Fresh Thyme, the farmer's market up here in Fort Wayne. They have a natural body wash. I like to use that. I use the La Roche face cleaner. Nice and gentle, not any crazy ingredients or anything. And then once I'm done with that, we're gonna come back here and I'm gonna show you different oils that I have that are nice for moisturizing, moisturizers, and how to do lymphatic massage on the face as well. So we'll be right back. All right, so out of the shower, face is clean. So for tonight, I'm going to go in with my CeraVe moisturizing cream. I've had this since December and it lasts forever. And I'll use this to just go ahead and massage my skin. You can do a little lymphatic massage here too. I don't want to do any lymphatic massage here because I just put that exfoliant on and too much rubbing is gonna make my skin turn bright red. We'll do a separate video for that. But the idea here is to move out. Anytime we're getting rid of lymphatic fluid, we are going out and down towards those lymph nodes. So, and again, being mindful with what we know with skincare, we should always kind of go out and up. And we should be careful around the eyes. No crazy like dragging or rubbing on the eyes. Ring fingers around the eyes is always a good option. And I even use this on my chest and shoulders and upper back sometimes because those were always so prone to acne, and I'm just used to using whatever I put on my face on those areas, even though they're not quite so sensitive now. So I would use this oil on my body, and we already did lymphatic massage on the body with the dry brush. You could massage oil into your body again using those motions of moving upward towards your lymph nodes. Another great oil that I have is, I got this in a Goddess Provisions box. It's the Sahara Rose Divine Beauty Serum. It has rose and geranium in it. It smells amazing. It's for your face, your scalp, your body. I've used it on my face a couple times. It's a little sensitizing, not much, but it smells super nice. I use it in my scalp a lot too before I wash my hair. But you can put that if you have any dry spots like your elbows or your knees. Another great moisturizer that I like, and this is also kind of a favorite things little bit here, is the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. And this is, it smells like heaven. It smells like pistachios and it's just delicious. And what I like about this brand and what I like about this is there's a lot of good ingredients in here. There's guarana extract, which is from Brazil, I think. And their whole kind of message with Sol de Janeiro is everybody's beautiful. This cream says that it's firming. It says that it gives skin a natural lift or whatever it says, but they're not like, hey, you nasty, you got some cellulite, don't worry, we can fix it. They say, love it, flaunt it, you've got it, which is the big slogan that they have printed here on the side, which it's like, you're already beautiful. This is a firming lotion, but don't worry, you've got it. Like, you're fine the way you are. And that's one of the reasons why I love this cream. I use this almost every night. I love it, and I feel like it really just smells nice. No crazy artificial crap in here, I don't think. I've looked it up. Nothing that bothers me is in here. So yeah, those are my go-tos in the evening when I'm showering after a long day of teaching. I'm exhausted. This is the go-to, and I really like this Sol de Janeiro cream too because it's kind of thin, where it goes on nice and quick and it absorbs quickly, unlike your oils that are going to be sinking into the skin. I use the oils when I've got time to just kind of sit and chill, but it's like 8:30 at night and I need to eat dinner. So that is that on that. That is dry brushing and lymphatic massage. I'm gonna go more into lymphatic massage for the face when we do more skincare videos. So I have a rose quartz roller, I have a gua saw. Those are great tools, using some of our oil here to really help to massage the face. So we'll do that in a separate video. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. And that's it. So I hope you guys have a great night and I'll see you soon. Have a great week.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and wrap up this week. So this was my first week really sticking to fully Monday to Monday and Ayurvedic routine. So my final thoughts here and some of what I like, what I don't like. I really do enjoy the structure. Following an Ayurvedic routine for somebody like me, it helps to give me a little bit more structure in my daily life. So if you're looking for, a lot of us tend to turn to control in unhealthy ways. And we look for ways to control our lives when we feel like things are spinning out of control. And to me, this is a great structure that is healthy. So instead of restricting calories or instead of controlling other things or feeling like I'm grasping at straws, I can follow this routine of mine and it gives me that structure. I'm not an early riser. I would like to be, and I have a feeling if I went to bed at a decent hour, I would be able to be an early riser. When I was a kid, not so much, but as I get older, I feel like I would be able to wake up earlier if I didn't go to bed so late. So maybe in the future, I will be able to wake up a little earlier and follow the routine more strictly. Maybe one day I will be teaching more in the morning and able to follow the routine more of in a way that it's supposed to be followed, with showering and everything in the morning. But for now, I really don't mind the tweaks that I've made in order to make it work. As far as the diet goes, I don't like putting a ton of stuff about what I eat in videos, in content. If I find a good recipe, I do share it, but I never want to be the person that is telling people what to eat. Yes, according to Ayurveda and according to the different doshas, there are certain things that work better for your body and certain things that don't, but it is not my place to tell people what to eat or trigger anybody by showing them what I'm eating as if they think that that's the only thing that they can eat. It is up to you what you decide to do with your diet. I follow a very lax Ayurvedic diet, and my doshas are kind of sort of balanced, so I can kind of balance myself more between those things. I just try to stay away from a ton of sugar. Some weeks that works for me. Some weeks I'm like, listen, I need chocolate tonight and I don't care. And that's fine. But as far as the diet goes, I feel very healthy. I feel like the things that I have been doing are giving me structure. They're making me feel healthy. They're making me feel good about myself. And it encourages me to get out of bed in the morning instead of hitting the snooze button, which I like. As far as the self-care and everything, I really like the dry brushing. That's one of the things that I look forward to at the end of my day to wind down before my shower. I feel like my skin looks great. And I like doing lymphatic massage and everything like that. That's something that I've always kind of enjoyed, using essential oils, using vitamin E oils, things like that. I feel like my skin looks great. I have tried switching to more natural shampoos, body washes. I love Ayurveda. I'll stick with Ayurveda. For hair products, I switched to a local farmer's market body wash. So I feel like all in all, I'm living a more healthy lifestyle. And I feel like I'm really focusing more, even more now, in taking care of the environment, composting, really actively trying to reduce my waste, taking care of the planet, and taking care of myself. So I'm going to continue to do this. And as my schedule changes, as things change in my life, maybe I'll be able to follow it more strictly. Maybe I'll just stick to what I'm doing for a while. But either way, I like it and I'm going to keep doing it. And I do recommend it to anybody that wants to switch things up and give it a try. It seems scary at first, but honestly, I think I've said this before in these videos, it seems like a lot of tasks to accomplish in the morning, but setting an intention really quick takes like 5 seconds. Combing your aura takes 10 seconds. Splashing your face with water takes 5 seconds. Exercising your eyes, it's stuff that does not take that much time. So it really isn't, I haven't really felt like in the mornings, even when I teach in the morning, that I'm rushing around to try to get all this stuff done. I feel like it's pretty easy to follow and quick. So I recommend it to anybody that wants to try to live a healthier lifestyle or live a more yogic lifestyle. I like it. So give it a try. If you have any questions about it, feel free to let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, I hope you live happy, live free, live well. Namaste.